at it. Kris, what's good, man?
What's up, man?
Finally get you to fall through, you know?
Yeah, appreciate it.
So,
Appreciate
man, listen.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure for you to be here. And unless you've been under a rock, I know everybody knows who you are, but just in case they don't, man, tell them about yourself, where you from, and the movement, man.
Okay, my name is Kris Mc Dred, and I'm the guy that gets you locks in the system. Like, I'm the guy on top of that movement.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And so, like, where you from, man? Let them know what country you from and
I'm
the city.
from Kenya.
Nice.
From the Mau Mau tribe.
Okay.
Representing the people. We're part of the people that are responsible for the name dreadlocks.
Right.
Yeah.
So give them a little history on that. I posted the video that you did, and it was very good, like you said, about everybody in their own ethnicity, in their own way. They had their own spin on it. Because a lot of the misconception was it was just a Rastafarian thing. So just touch on that a little bit.
First of all, I use the word locks and dreadlocks the same way, because if you Google the word locks, you won't find it apart from the Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
But if you check the word L-O-C-K, then you find locks way below. It's German in origin in Old English. So trying to make it sound cute and black,
Right.
I'm a realistic kind of guy, and so...
Right. Hold up, wait. You see Siri trying to interrupt us, man. Alexa, all right, go ahead, man.
Okay, so the word dreadlocks has got a history, and I put a video about it in YouTube. You can just go and check it out, and it's a beautiful history about dreadlocks. So part of it is the Mau Mau movement. One of the three major stories about the origin of the word dreadlocks is the Mau Mau movement from Kenya after the Second World War. They were taken to fight with the Germans or whoever was fighting in the Second World War. And so when they came back, they realized, we could kill the colonial masters, because now they learned how to use guns, because the African warfare is about using swords and spears and shields. And now you find someone with a magic stick that can kill you from a distance. It's not a fair, it's not a fair fight. So they were given the opportunity to have a fair fight.
Right.
And so the Mau Mau movement came in, and the people, in my culture, the Kikuyu culture, the warriors keep on adorn dreadlocks, and once you get married, you cut your hair off.
Okay.
You get it? So
So that's where I would come in at, right? I would come and cut them off for them.
Yes, that's where you come in. But so the movement of the Mau Mau, all men that went into the forest didn't cut their hair until the end of colonialization, and some of them, until now, that are surviving Mau Mau warriors, still have their hairs all the way down. So it's part of our heritage and proudness to say that we're part of the Mau Mau society and warriors, and we keep the hair on.
Oh, that's dope.
But the other part about the appropriation, what people talk about, is our women cut their hair bald.
Oh, okay.
Super bald.
Like really
So,
close.
like everything is off.
Right.
So my wife has locks on. So what does that say about appropriation? She's appropriating the very culture she's in. So who are we to start looking at other people and say, hey, you're appropriating that? Keeping in mind that Africa's got over 3,000 different ethnic groups.
Exactly.
Which one are you talking about?
Right. So when if you can't just say, "Oh, I'm African." Okay, you're African. Okay,
From
so
where?
now, where?
What does the person in Morocco have in common? The person in Nigeria have in common? The person in Sudan or Somalia and South Africa? It's complete diverse. So actually, to call me as a Kenyan Nigerian is considered offensive.
Really?
Yes.
But we all brothers, though, man.
Yes, but you ask me where I'm from.
Right.
Then I'll tell you I'm Kenyan. But to assume that this guy is black, especially in Dubai, people are like, you Nigerian? Like,
right.
You South African? Like, ask me where I'm from.
Right. Like, get some details,
get
some depth.
Details. Get to know who I am. Ask me. I'm okay, Mills the Barber. Where are you from?
Right.
Okay.
Right. You know me. I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
And so that is what most people don't understand. Like, Africa is not a small bowl of soup.
No.
Africa is diverse.
Some people don't even know it was an actual continent. And it's filled with countries.
With 54 different countries.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
But that's why we having dialects like this, because if you're not exposed, you don't know. But then my thing is, if you don't know, ask. Ask, man.
Yeah. So coming back to dreadlocks, the idea of cultural appropriation shouldn't be something that black people in particular should be speaking about.
Right.
We're the ones that should be embracing people, whether they have it in their culture or not. And if
Right.
you study dreadlocks, you find out from Greece, the Sadhus in India, the followers of the Lord Shiva.
I never knew that.
It, Origins had it in, You follow history, you will find almost all cultures had dreadlocks because they didn't cut their hair. If you don't cut your hair, it mats and just goes out. Now we have all these cute ones that we're maintaining, but back in the day,
But back in the day, it was just about matting and
and just letting
growing.
it go. So it's not something that we should be fighting about. And I strongly believe, with now that we have the Black Lives Matter movement, the easiest way to get a white person to experience the life of a black person is give them dreadlocks on. Because they'll be stopped at every border, every airport. It's a story. I've had a privilege,
profiling, huh?
Of having people from 78 different countries that I've touched their heads on. And they have the same story. As long as you have dreads on, you stop at the airport, they're going to profile you. Not as black, but as a dreadlocks person.
Right.
So it's something that I want to see multicultural people have them on so they can experience a speck of what it feels like to be black. Secondly, everybody will still look at them as, is that dirty? Are you a reader? Do you smoke?
Right.
Are you doing drugs? Did you just come out of jail?
Right.
The same questions that any black person with or without dreadlocks always gets.
Yeah.
So other people from other cultures, not just white people, get to experience. So as we move on with the Black Lives Matter movement, this is one of the things that we might want to encourage people. We really want to encourage people to be like, hey, put them dreadlocks on.
Yeah.
And see what people will see about you,
Yeah.
It's bringing people together, bringing people close. Now we're like, okay, Black Lives Matter. Once Black Lives Matter start to matter, really matter, then what?
Right.
Then we bring the other cultures together and say, hey, listen, you can do this.
Yeah,
because you can have a tacos. It doesn't make you any.
Because it should be about humanity, man.
It should be about humanity. We're humans first.
It should be.
Before we black, before we're Muslim, before we,
Yeah.
Kenyan or American, we're humans first. And if we can't relate to each other from a human perspective and forget our sexual orientations, political affiliations, if we can't put those aside and just relate as humans, we're missing out on the bigger picture.
Because we're all one soul. Like when you're a soul, you have the opportunity to give somebody else your energy and also receive. And that's what we're doing now. And I appreciated that because even before I actually got to sit down and talk to you, the fact that you reached out, you was like, hey man, any way I can help you out, vice versa. We all brothers and everything like that. You don't get people say that. But to actually embody that and live that, it's a different way. So another question I wanted to ask you is, when people say, oh, I have locks because these are like the antennas to God or a higher power, what do you think about that?
The other question is, will you be spiritual if you cut your hair?
Right. Like, is this a costume or is it something
if your hair is what is making you spiritual, if I cut my hair, will I still be spiritual? Will I still be deep?
Right.
Because the matters of the spirit and spirituality, regardless of your religion or what you believe God to be and energy to be, the matters of the spirit are not physical.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with the clothes that you're wearing, the language that you speak, the hair that you adorn. Dreadlocks are not spiritual, but they can be a symbol of your spirituality.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Even Rastafarians will tell you don't have to have dreadlocks to be Rasta. It's a divine conception of the heart. So those people who say they're spiritual because of their hair, first is, what religion are you in? What is your spirituality?
Yeah.
How deep are you?
Right.
Are you talking and walking in line with your spirituality, or is it just to have hair on and say, oh, my dreadlocks are spiritual?
Right.
The words that are coming out of your mouth, are they spiritual?
Yeah.
Are they showing your spirituality, or it's
Right.
just that your hair is showing your spirituality? Most
Right.
people who say their hair is spiritual are very shallow, to be honest with you,
And-
from my perspective.
No, and you know what? And a lot of people don't want to hear this either, Chris, but as far as when it comes to, let's just say, Islam or whatever, a lot of people may look Muslim, but, having on a kandora or a burqa or a abaya, if your spirit isn't right, none of that matters.
None of that really matters.
You can look the part all you want culturally.
Yes.
But, higher level of understanding and really wanting to get the best out of yourself and everything you come in contact with is beyond a culture or a costume, in my opinion.
I totally agree with you.
You know, that's just my opinion.
And also something else with spirituality. Most people say, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. That is a misunderstanding of the word religion.
Okay.
Because for me, religion is the practice of the spirituality.
It's supposed to be.
So when we separate which religion you're in, we're separating your practices of your spirituality. So how can you be spiritual without religion?
I think what people mean by that, Chris,
Is
is
that they're deep.
dogma. All right, so you know you're familiar with that term.
Yes.
So sometimes people start to get enlightened, right? So then they start to get enlightened, and they say, "Okay, well, I never questioned this before," and I was.